All right, guys, this is going to be the Commerce Growth Hub. Welcome back. If this is your first time, then welcome. We cover everything commerce related from e-commerce, retail, B2B, B2C, brick and mortar. We want to cover everything dealing with transactions for businesses, right? Pretty much in the grand scheme of things, because we're here to figure out how to scale our businesses higher and higher while also teaching you guys while we are actually in the field. All right. So, customer retention strategies, boosting customer loyalty in e-commerce. Okay, so first you got to understand customer retention. Okay, what is customer retention? Customer retention is when you acquire a customer, your ability to keep that customer. Okay, so retaining something means you're keeping something. So you ever heard someone say, hey, I have a lawyer or retainer? That means that they are always paying that lawyer, or that lawyer is always on their side, on their team. They have retained that. Okay, same thing with a customer. A customer that is retained will always continue to buy from you. So think about where you go to and you are spending that money consistently, right? Like I would say at least once a month. Okay, so some people, if you think about your Wi-Fi, right, their customer retention rate is through the roof because one, most people get locked into a contract. But outside of that, as long as you don't have any major problems, you're not going to just randomly get up and switch your internet provider or your phone provider or your power provider. And sometimes you don't really have too many options when it comes to your phone, when it comes to your TV or your internet and things like that, right? Because there's such a big organizations that you don't really have a lot of room to switch around. But however, in most e-commerce situations, you have a lot of different competitors that you can go to. Okay, so it's actually harder for smaller brands or brands in certain niches that aren't just heavily monopolized by a few entities to retain customers. So that's why it's important for you to really put a lot of effort into it. Because if you're like a power company and it's only two competitors in the entire state that you're in, if you're in like the United States, then you don't have to put much effort into the retention of customers because a lot of your customers have no choice. So when your customers have a choice, you have to put higher effort in retaining them. Okay, so let's say a lot of women shop at Lululemon, right? But they keep going back. I know some girls go there once a month, once a paycheck, once every other month, because every time they go to Lulu, their experience is really, really good. They have a good experience. They have fun. They have good customer service. They have good quality product. They have good packaging, and they feel really, really good when they wear them. So think about what brands are doing to retain you, right? Is it Apple? Why do you keep going back and shopping with Apple? Okay. Why do you keep going to Chick-fil-A? Why do you keep going to that steakhouse? Okay. Why do you keep going to that gym? What are all these places doing to retain you? That's what I would say you want to focus and look at first. And then you kind of understand, okay, how can I bring that to my business? Because if other businesses can retain you, that means you fully understand what they need to do to retain you. So you need to figure out that part and implement it into your customers. Okay. So benefits of retaining customers, now that we have a proper understanding of what retaining customers is it gives you the ability to scale aggressively. Okay. So if you know that 60% of your customers, after they come to you for the first time, they're going to keep coming into you over and over again, then that means that your lifetime value goes up, which means that if it costs you $50 to get a customer and the average order that comes through your store is $100, then that means that you get two ROAS when you spend $50, right? So you're profitable. Let's say your break even is 1.5, so you're profitable, right? So you can scale aggressively. And what that means is you can push your margins to where you can spend a lot more money. Let's say you're spending $1,000 a day. If you can scale up to $5,000 a day, lose your two ROAS, drop down to something like break even ROAS, you don't have to make money off the first sale. You're just trying to get them in the door because let's say your LTV is $300. So over the lifetime that this customer is going to be with you, they're going to spend $300. Then let's say you're spending $75 for a customer. You're going to make $225 in the back end. You just have to be patient, whether that takes 1, 2, 3, or 4 months. That means that within 4 months, if you scaling aggressively now, every month that you scale aggressively, you're still going to be profitable because all of those customers that have been with you for the past 3 months are in a current retention phase where they're going to come back and spend more money. So think about it, right? You can scale more aggressively because you can afford to be at break even because you're going to be making all of your profit later. That's what a lot of brands are doing, where they just have so much confidence in their retention that they're able to outspend you on advertising. So when you say, "Oh, hey, I have to be profitable on ads," a lot of companies don't have to be profitable on ads because they can be profitable on a second sale, on a third sale, on a fourth sale. They don't have to be profitable on the first sale because you just known about them. They'll take a small chance at a potential loss because they know that the amount of customers that end up coming back to them that second time, they don't have to pay for that. They don't have to pay a hefty price to an ad platform the second time. So that's why it's very important for you to understand that. And you have to know that, hey, you're going to be able to scale a lot more aggressively. And it's significant in long term profitability because a lot of brands, you want most of your customers to be returning. That way, you don't have to rely on ad spend. You don't have to rely on that. So if something did happen where you couldn't advertise on certain platforms anymore, your business is still running, it's still profitable, and you're still able to make a lot of money. And let's say you are doing great and your ads are doing amazing. You just get an extra boost from retention. You just get an extra boost from old customers that are just going to be coming back and buying even more. So it's a no brainer, guys. And one thing that can really help you guys is loyalty programs. Every business needs one because it just incentivizes people to come back and shop with you. They feel like they're being treated well. They feel like they actually get something out of it other than just a product. And it just makes people feel like you actually care about them. And people love to see rewards stack up. People love to see things go up. And they love when they can use their rewards to get free stuff. They love that because they're like, oh, hey, like I don't have to spend any money and I can get this. It's an easy way. All right. And, this was a quick video. This has been a Commerce Growth Hub, but I just want to touch on like one more thing before I go into like my outro. And that's just that these things can be implemented very easily. And these things can really, really, really push a business to go far beyond they thought it could ever do and last and survive a lot longer than it initially could have without having this, right? And all you need to do is provide a great product, great customer service. Make sure that your product packaging is great. Make sure that your customer service is great. Make sure that your marketing is good. And then you will have people coming back and buying more and more and more. And make sure that you're constantly putting out new product, right? If you're just a one product shop, make sure you're making upgrades. A good example is BlendJet, okay? BlendJet has a blender. They don't have too many more things that they can offer, so they came out with BlendJet 2. Obviously, they offer more colors for people that want colors. They offer different versions, so they just had to keep expanding on the product line. Okay, same with Apple. They started as just a desktop. They expanded into phones, watches. I'm pretty sure they're working on a car sometime. They probably have a car come out in the future. I read an article that they're doing some stuff in AI. Right? They have headphones. Okay, they have music. Okay, they transform into the entertainment space. Now they have their own app where you can watch things. They have an Apple TV, right? So it's like so many things that they built up such a good rapport with their customers, and their customers are such good retentions that they just keep expanding on products. Because if they just stayed in computers, yeah, you can go to computers. Then they went to laptops, they went to phones, they went to tablets, they went to watches. But then they started to go outside the box a bit of technology. I mean, it's still inside of technology, but they said, hey, let's launch our own TV platform, right? And then let's produce our own movies, let's produce our own shows, right? So they started to just go out more and just expand and just conquer. So it's like if you feel like you're stuck, you're not really stuck. You just haven't thought outside the box enough. All right. So this is the Commerce Growth Hub. The website is live. Explore now. The link is in the description. Make sure to get our free PDF. This is going to be the last couple of days that we have this one up. We're going to swap it out for a new PDF. But make sure you grab this one because this has some gems in it. And we're going to take it down, and it's only going to be available for our insiders. And we haven't even released the information on that yet. So make sure you get yours pronto. All right, and just remember, man, this is just the beginning. So join us at the Commerce Growth Hub. We're going to go even deeper on the website. We're steady putting things together, but it is, almost Q4, so I'm going to be slammed, but we're still going to be making things happen. All right. Thank you guys for watching the video. Make sure to leave a comment, ask any questions, and I'll answer.